Hello, chemistry students. I just want to make this quick video to help us out with showing our work for stoichiometry. I feel with how to show our work on a computer, and I want to make sure that we're all on the same page so I can give you the best feedback possible, and then you can also be learning. So some of you are doing work on paper and turning it in, as I showed in the showing your work PowerPoint, and that is totally fine. Like if you want to continue to do your work on paper and paste it, if you do decide to like paste one big document, it's best to paste it early so that way I know that you've done all your work on paper than later, because it's harder for me to scroll down, and I would just prefer if it was sooner rather than later. Also, there are other ways that you can show your work, and I'm going to show you one way if you want to type it in the computer and you're not a paper person. That would be a nice, easy way. Make sure that all of your work is in a different color than the document color. That also makes it a lot easier for me to find it and then provide feedback when I'm not having to try to figure out which work is yours. So one thing you can do is you can go to insert up here at the top. So you can insert, and then you can insert an equation. So you see here it says insert equation, and that is what we are looking for anyway. And then a bunch of little buttons will pop up right here on your toolbar. And we want to use those to figure out how we're going to do our stoichiometry problems. So the one I want to use specifically, I don't know if I can do it at the same time. The one I want to use specifically is this A over B right here. So I want to make sure I'm doing A over B, since though that is how I'm representing my problems. So now my cursor will get smaller. Always start with my given over 1. So in this case, it's 12.3 grams Na2CO3. I can't do subscripts with the equation function that I figured out, so it's okay if it's not subscripted, but I do want to make sure that I have my unit and chemical. I then put this over 1. Great, that worked out awesome. I can do a multiplication symbol and then include another conversion factor. So maybe I don't know what's going to go on the top, but on the bottom of this, I do know, on the, see if I can get the bottom to click. Okay, I know the top, I do know on the bottom it's going to be grams of Na2CO3, and I remember if I look at my mole map that 1 mole of Na2CO3 is going to go on top. So then on the bottom, it's whatever the molar mass is of Na2CO3, which I figure out molar mass, remember, by looking at the masses on my periodic table. So I can do that right now. I find out that it is 105. So I type in 105.99 grams of Na2CO3. I then again, I'm not to my final product, so I hit time. I can go to the next one and hit times again. So I click at the end. I hit, it's a little finicky, but it does, there we go. Maybe, nope. It's a little finicky, but it does work. And then I want to continue on with my equation to try to get it to work. So that's one way that you can show your work for chemistry. That would be an acceptable way, just so that you know. So if I had to insert another equation here, I could easily do that and then have my multiplication symbol and then just continue on with that. So that's one way that you can do show your work in chemistry. Otherwise, you can continue to take pictures. Either way, you should be showing all your work, and I look forward to giving you feedback.